We had a slight pause. My dog Bingo is at the vet's office. He's very sick. And they were calling to get permission to do an x-ray of his throat because he's having a lot of trouble breathing and drinking water, and he's just in bad shape. So anyway, back to this. I was doing Super Mario, which is by ChocoCocoStitch on Etsy. And it's on blueberry, 14 count, fiber on a whim. Love, 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 love this fabric. The needle minders, well, I only have one right now. I took the sea turtle and put him on another one. So the Flock Star Pigeon you're going to see came from the Black Needle Society box that Sally shared with me. I started this in honor of Dad and all the video game time we spent together. He taught us how to play video games. He actually probably had more hours on the video games than we did. And when we grew up and grew away from home, he still kept the video games going, and up until he was about 65, 66 years old, he was still playing on PlayStation 2 and Nintendo GameCube and on a computer. After he turned 65 or 66, he played it on the computer only. And, you know, we all played bowling and World of Warcraft or something. He was always in the video games. As you can see, look, I got the wall finished this way. Yay! Thanks to the doctor's office. But the rest of it, the green, the red, and the white, I added since the last time. I refused to do the wall except in the doctor's office. I had a couple appointments coming up this week, so I'm hoping to get some time. I keep having to stop and showing people what I'm working on, so sometimes I don't get as much stitching done as I want. But I love this project. It's my favorite project of all right now.
Oh, I don't have any more whips.
I only have one more whip, and it's my reading tracker. And it is by Stitching Cabin. It's a 104 book reading tracker. There's also a 52 book, and there's a bookmark reading tracker. It's on, well, it's supposed to be on blue, but I did it on the wrong side. So it's on white, from Fabric Flair. The butterfly needle minder I got from Sherry Hager's store, Berri Patch, on Etsy. And before I show it to you, I wanted to just say that some of the threads were splitting. I think it's because they were so old and I had to replace them. And the last time we spoke, last video, I didn't have this list printed out. So if you want to take a screenshot of good books to read, these are the 5 I read the last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that 6? These are the 6 I read the last time. And they're split up by genre because, as you'll see, when you color the books in, you color them in by genre. And then this time, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have read 12 books since my birthday. That's pretty good, I think, especially since they're not short books. But one book I want to talk about is called The Fourth Wing. It is a book about dragon riders. And I have to say that it is the best book I have read in a long time. It is called The Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. And the second book is about to come out soon, which is better because she left us on a cliffhanger. So we're all waiting in angst for this book to come out. So this is what my reading tracker looks like. Am I upside down? I am.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, don't say sorry. I'm the one that did it.
No, I just want to make sure there's...
So as you can see, I've read 6 genres so far. I still haven't read an action adventure, a historical, a biography, or a Christian book, but I'll change that. I've filled about half a shelf, and you see the different colors. They relate to the different genres. And that is all of the whips for today.
Yes. Stash investment.
The next item is stash investment. and Happy Mail and prizes and anything else that
Happy Mail.
adds to our stash.
Correct.
So I have a few things that I'm delighted to share with you. First of all, I won from Stitching with the Housewives $20 for their shop, and from their shop, and it had to be PDFs. So I mean, I could get most of their projects. I had a lot to choose from. I decided to stick to fall and Christmas. So the first one I picked, I was able to get 4 because they're each $5. The first one I picked was pumpkin seeds. So I have that pattern now to work on. And this one I want to start, if I'm going to start any of them right away, it's going to be this one. The Scarecrow dude. I think he is cute. And I tend to, you'll see in later videos, I do some Scarecrow patterns. I have his eyes on the sparrow, and it's got a Scarecrow pattern in it. For Christmas, I got Sweet Swine. I'm prone to pigs because you'll see soon that I'm starting Wilbur, the Charlotte's Web pig that I saw Wilbur done on Janet Jabber, and somebody else did Wilbur. I can't remember right now, but Janet's the first one I saw do it. And the last one I got from Stitching with the Housewives was Mary Moo. I'm also prone to cows. I grew up on a farm. We had cows and pigs and all kinds, chickens, lots and lots of chickens, and turkeys. We had sheep that our landlord, we had to help our landlord with. We had a lot of, anyway. I ordered some grime guards from Stitchin' Sisters and Craft, I think it's called. So I got some dogs, and I got some deer, because, you know, fall for me means deer hunting. Yes, they're beautiful animals. So is the meat.
Yes, it is.
Good meat.
Makes really good jerky.
God put them in here to feed us. Okay. And this was just like watery, wavy. I'm prone to blues. So that was just a generic one. Okay. I got Fat Quarter Shop. Somehow I found out that they had these 14 count Adas, and I'm not going to unroll them, but I'll pull them out so you can see them. This one is called Carolina Linen. It's by DMC, but it's just white. And I wanted to see if it was any softer. It is not. I will have to wash that one. Then I got this one. This is DMC, 14 count. Made in France, but I don't see a name. I know there's a name.
Printed Ada.
Because it's purple.
Yeah, but it doesn't say.
It's a purple, it's a mottled purple.
Unless it's on the bag. I'll wait some bag.
Oh, I opened the wrong end. That's why I couldn't get them open earlier. It's a mottled purple that I hope you can, well, there goes my bag. That I hope you can see. Here, it looks like it's showing it there. Beautiful. This one is even more mottled, but again, I don't see a name. But it had a name when I ordered it. I'll have to look on my invoice, but isn't that gorgeous? It is so pretty. I can't wait to find something to do that on.
To do on that? To do on that?
Yep. That's what I said. I said the wrong thing.
It's okay.
Okay. This one is just blue. It's just blue. I like blue. So And this one is, I couldn't tell online if it was blue or green.
So they're both.
But isn't that gorgeous?
Mm-hmm.
I could use that for a sky, something balloons in the sky, or I could use it for water even in some places. So Fat Quarter Shop, 14 count Ada. It's hard for me to find 14 count Ada anymore. Everyone seems to want to do Lennon, Lugana, Joblin, Monaco. But those of us who can't see very well, we need you to keep producing the 14 counts. So I'm almost done. I invested in comic board to wrap my fabric in. Even bought a bin to put it in so I keep my fabric separated. And this, I brought these in to give Sally. So you can use those for your own little comic board
Well, thank you very much.
thing. But if you put it on comic board, you're less likely to get it wrinkled. I hear people, you know, the overdyes, you can't wash them. It's hard to iron them without using steam. Yet your hoops leave marks, and
Dry.
how do you get them out? Well, one thing you can do is wrap them around comic board. It stretches them a little bit, get some of the pull out of it so that it goes back to its natural warp or weave or whatever it's called. I did get one other piece of 14 count Ada called Aqua. And it's just by Zweigert, but look at that pretty
It is
color.
pretty. What do you plan on doing on that?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Just
I don't know.
enhancing
But
your
I have
stash.
so many patterns, and I have, you know, I want to do something besides white
I see.
all the time. And I lied, there is one more.
A piece of fabric.
One more piece of fabric.
Oh.
This is Cosmo, white Cosmo.
Oh, okay.
Now, this is 14 count Ada.
Ooh, that is soft.
And it is soft, and it's so good to work with. But there's not a lot of Cosmo out there. So when I find it, I'm going to be buying it because it's awesome. All right, so the only things I have left are a few charts. I got a penguin Christmas ornament. And a buttons and beads Christmas greetings, and it's the camels going into Bethlehem, but it's also all the ways you can say Merry Christmas in countries around the world.
That was cool.
I thought that was unique.
I hadn't seen that one.
And
That's your Seaside Tiny Town.
Now,
There's our
there's the
conversion
color
rate.
changes for Seaside Tiny Town. Okay. Oh, guess what?
Another piece of Cosmo.
Another piece, and this one does this one
Mint
have?
or aqua?
Well, the problem with Cosmo is it is Japanese. If you can read Japanese, I can speak Japanese, but I can't read Japanese.
That's a pretty color.
But isn't that pretty? And it's so soft. I love it, love it, love it. Okay. I bought some rainbow clips. Not rainbow clips. I always call them rainbow clips. They're alligator clips. And they're
plastic.
easier to, when you want to sew a pillow together and you want to hold the two pieces together, these rainbow clips are easier to use for me than the steel pins.
Oh, I use generic. There's magic clips. I use generic magic
Okay,
clips.
well, these were cheaper.
Well,
So,
yeah, I'm sure
I
they
bought
were
these.
because
I've used
they
them
look like
before.
plastic bobby pins.
I did have one more. It's not a Christmas ornament,
It's an ocean.
but isn't that the sweetest seagull?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't, after doing Seaside Tiny Town, thought, well, I can do that one too.
Needle minder.
I bought a peacock needle minder in June, and the magnet came off of it like immediately, and the thing is really flimsy. So I ordered another peacock needle minder, can you see the pieces in there? Because it came in pieces. It's cracked. One piece down there is falling off. So they sent me my money back. I want the peacock needle minder because I have 2 peacock patterns. The one I showed you, and in New Year's start, it's 3 feet long. The peacock I'm gonna get on.
We might can.
So
I might can repair that.
the only other last thing in here, I believe, is my new needle minder from 123 Stitch. I love whales. I do. And so I thought that was gorgeous, and it will be going on one of my projects. Now that I've shown it to you, I can use it. And I do believe the only thing left in here, yep, are business cards.
Business cards, okay.
Oh, and that, grime guards. There we go. Stitching Sisters. That's their card. Take a screenshot. They make great grime guards. You can order them wider so that it covers more into the frame, but I don't like that. I don't want it touching my materials, you know, that I'm stitching on. I don't want it covering that because then I constantly have to move it out of the way. And that, finally, is all my stash investments.
Well, I'm going to do Stitchy Kindness first because my birthday was last month, and after we filmed, when I went to stitching with my Hartsville friends at the library, and one of the ladies had made me a mesh bag, and it's got grapes and it's like Tuscany because I like wine.
I don't know if I showed this last time.
I think you did.
This is the one I got for my birthday from the same lady. She's so talented.
She is very much so. Well, Angie had gotten me a needle minder for my birthday, so I used the discount that was on the card, and I bought some more needle minders. So this one says coffee time, and I couldn't, I love these Danish cookies, and these are adorable, this tin. I'm going to try to, it even opens up. I'm going to try to figure out how I can use something. So I had to get 2 of those, and then I got the chocolate chip cookies was a free one that she sent as a thank you gift.
You could put some mints in it.
Yeah, you could, or you could put sticky stuff in it and use it for beading.
Mm-hmm.
Have a beading thing.
Yep. Put that sponge in it.
Yeah, and then I got this one says somewhere on the beach, and then this is a little house. It was just cute. And it's like a little cafe. And then I have 3 cats. So I have a crazy cat lady one. And then also I'm kind of into sloth. Sorry about that. Itchy Flosstube nose. Sloth. And it says, feeling slothy, need a coffee. I ordered some patterns because I watch Helen D. And she always talks about Cobweb Corner. And I like giving Cobweb Corner my business because she's quick to send it out and does not charge an arm and leg for shipping. But I got the summer bird, and then it also I ordered the bee button to go with it. And then Madame Chantilly's tiered tray, but this one's the cross stitch tiered tray. I also have the summer one, but I have not started it. I got the August mug because my birthday's in August, but it's cool. Yes. I really like that. That was cute. It's got a watermelon in it. Luminous Fiber Arts has the Gathering Stitches. She has a series of these where you just use one color. She's got the snowman, and here's anyway, she's got Gathering Acorns. She's got seasonal ones, but then, I stitch, so I like that one. But I have no idea when I'm going to start it. And then I got Sambry Stitches. Barefoot in summer. Bigfoot, in summer. Because it's cute. And I think that's all my stash enhancement. Okay. All right. So, I'm going to go through the list of people who have shouted us out. Say a big thank you for that. Because I'm sure we've gotten a few subscribers because of that. But Stitchy Sally, and she's over in England. She stitches a lot of blackbirds. Stitching with my little, there's that Flosstube nose again. Stitching with my Littly, Carolina Stitchers, Stitching Kitten, which is the cross-stitch shop in Irmo, South Carolina. Barefoot Needlearts mentioned us on Facebook, and they're down at Surfside Beach. Sew Me Sarah, who's across the pond. Garnet Rose Stitchers, those pair of friends that live out in the Midwest, I think. B&E Stitchery, and they're up in Maine, Massachusetts.
I believe Maine.
Somewhere up north. Janet Jabber, who's out in, near Indianapolis. And then Sew on Wednesday.
And she's in Texas.
Okay. We appreciate those. Thank you very much.
Yes. So we had so many shout outs that we felt that it would take a lot of time to do that and do the needles up. So we'll resume needles up next time.
Yes.
We want to remind you to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. It really helps us get our projects out there, which is the whole reason we're doing this. We have one final item to go through, and that's our plans. I use this stitching journal, but really all I use in it mostly is the calendar. So last time we filmed was August something or other.
It was August
21, I think. But
it was, yeah, August
So-
21st.
here's August and its messiness. And I had only missed 2 days because I was sick. That was a good month. And over here on the right, I count how many days I worked on those projects, and I write down the project and how many days so that I can total up when I finish it. And then I haven't done that yet for September because September's not done, but here's September, and I've already missed 2 days due to sickness. And some days, I mean, I'll write September on there and I'll get 30 stitches done because my dog is sick, or you know, or because I just don't, you know, if it's a stormy day. We had a few days of storms and my arthritis really kicks in and I don't get too much, but I still write. Even if I just did 30 stitches, I still write it on that day. I don't count minutes, hours, stitches. I just count the days I touched it. In the back, when I finish counting all those days up, in the back, I write down the projects and whether they're fully finished or not. I'll give them a check mark when they're fully finished. How many days, I'll put that beside the name, so that at the end of the year I can look back and say, hey, I actually did something this year. Because, you know, as the month goes by, I sit there and I think, gosh, I didn't do anything. And then I start gathering the stuff up that I've worked on since our last floss tube, and I got a basket full. It's amazing how we don't recognize just how much we're doing. So my plans are to finish September and the church to prepare it for the fair. I got to redo the seahorse pillow. I want to put some rickrack around it and restuff it to put it in the fair. And then 2 new starts is once I finish September, I replace it with the next month, which is October. And as is my practice, the only specialty floss I bought was for the barn. And this time, the barn takes 2 colors of orange and green. So I actually had to buy 3 skeins because there's so much green on here. It says you have to buy 2 skeins of green. And I'm thinking about trying to get it done and seeing if I'll use that one for the fair instead. But I think September will go better on my red barn. September 23rd is the first day of fall. Growing up, it seemed like it was always the 20th or the 21st.
Yeah, it moves around.
So when I asked my phone a lot of questions, what the first day of fall was, it said September 23rd. So I asked my phone several different days what the first day of fall was, and it said September 23rd. So I'm starting this back to school project. I know they started at September 1st, but I'm sticking with my September 23rd start. The Autumn Bell Pool #1 from Stony Creek on the September 23rd. It's it's humongous. It's 82 by 522. So doing the math, when I asked them what a BAP is, they said you add the width times the length and divide it in two. And if it's over 200, then you've got a BAP. Mine was like 300. So it's definitely a BAP. My original plan was to get this done, get every letter every 2 weeks finished. Each block for each letter done every 2 weeks. Because, you know, in winter, I got the winter bell pull I'm going to be doing, and the spring bell pull, the summer bell pull. I got to keep going on this. And as I finish these month-to-months, you know, the intensity of those will transfer into this, so I'll be able to keep up, I hope. Anyway, those are my plans.
And you do plan to put some things in our Eastern Carolina Regional Fair, too. Okay. Well, since it's, well, here's August. I did a lot of sea stitching, beach stitching in August. And so that's why the stickers look like that. And it's still very warm here in September, so you'll see. Well, there we go. But I'm going to continue with Sampler September, and I'm going to continue working on Sally Spencer, but I'm also going to work on, I brought the cover page this time. Love and Laughter Sampler. I started this as an Embroiderers Guild class back in 2012, I think is what the date is on it. But it's now a group correspondence course with the Embroiderers Guild of America.
Are you doing the group correspondence course?
No.
Or just by yourself?
I'm doing it. It started as it was a class at seminar. Oops, this is some thin linen. That's why I can still do 2 threads on it, even though it's 36 count.
That's actually linen?
It's linen. Yes, it was in the kit. See?
Looks
And it's
like
very
burlap.
stiff. Well, it's very stiff. And then if I have some time, I also want to pull out Summer Quaker too, because, you know, it's sort of kind of a sampler too.
Yes, I will be adding the Ocean Pearl and the Seaside Tiny Town to the ECA fair as well. So I hope to have 5 projects in that fair. We'll see how I just like to put things in the fair so people can see the various things that, you know, you can do, because when people think of cross stitch, they think of the old-fashioned samplers and stuff like that, and there's so much more to cross stitch that can be done. So I like them to see variety. So even if I get a ribbon or get the prize, it's nice to just be seen. So we have a friend trying to make us laugh over there. She's doing a good job.
Yeah.
And it's her house, so we'll have to laugh, huh?
Exactly.
Anyway, pretty much that's all, folk.
Bye.